Good afternoon. This is Chris Brecher with Simpler Trading's free Chart Patterns Mastery video for December 26, 2023. What's this about? No reversal signs yet, but a lot of greed. So what are we talking about in here? That we've been watching for a long time, sentiment indexes. And I only like looking at them if they're an extreme. So the CNN Fear and Greed that uses like 7 different fear and greed indicators finally went to extreme greed last week. Believe it or not, from the end of October, it never got to extreme greed. So that's number one. Number two is the AAII sentiment. And that got to the highest in a long time, 52% bullish. So that does not mean to blindly play the markets to the downside. It means to look for short ideas, but there were none today to look for. So let me show you what we're talking about when we talk about looking for short ideas. So the key in here is that I'm always looking for patterns and the consolidation after a break of the pattern. So we were showing a great example in a Bitcoin stock. And basically, all I'm going to do in here is do this for you. Is just show you ideas of these kinds of Bitcoin sort of ideas of breakdown. So it sounds really aggravating to say it's a better sale on the way down, but it is. So it's just odd on how that works, that if something forms a big rectangle, it's the consolidation at the bottom of the rectangle that makes a difference. I just can't stress that enough. I was trying to find the symbol of the one I was talking about, but the one I was talking about is just not on a screener. But the key is this. We are looking for this. When we want to play something to the downside, we want to see some kind of rectangle, and usually the rectangles result in an oversold condition. We don't want that. We want the end of that rectangle to flat line. So it works off that oversold, the last oversold MACD by flatlining. That's what we're looking for. That way, if that breaks, it's going to break the bigger pattern. Now, the problem with that is when you look at the broad markets, let's say the sentiment's terrible. You don't have those type of patterns yet. Maybe Apple. Maybe Apple. But you really don't have those identifiable patterns. And the problem with Apple is you have that support just underneath, right in here. Even though I'm not bullish on Apple, I'd like to sell rallies, but you don't have those kind of consolidations after a rectangle breakdown. You definitely don't have it in the SPX in any way, shape, or form yet. But I'll be looking for that. But you don't see any. And the problem is that everybody's going to watch every tick of the S&P and not look at the big picture. That even if you miss the beginning of the move, it's the direction that matters. So just keep that in mind. That's what we're going to be watching the next couple of days. I will be off on Thursday for a week with surgery. But when you look at all this, you don't see those identifiable patterns that tell you there's some kind of rectangle that then you can respect the break in either direction. I want to see this type of pattern followed by a break, or at the very bottom have a tight bear flag. We don't have that yet. So I want a bear flag within a bear flag, and that's what I'm going to be looking for this week. But when it's slow like this, I'm just going to try to trade ultra short term. And today it was so slow, it was tough to make money on both sides of the market. Have a great night. Talk to you later. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Chris Brecher, and I'm Senior Managing Director of Stocks at Simpler Trading. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you like our content, please leave us a like and a comment down below. Also, be sure to subscribe to our channel and click the bell notification icon so you never miss any of our great new content coming out. Good trading, and we'll see you at the next video. Take care.